Hello, welcome to Matters of Decorum. I'm Scott Corum. This is what matters to me. Happy New Year. It is now officially 2024, and it's time to look at the old and look forward to the new. 2023 was an interesting year. A lot of changes in my life. My first heart attack, go figure. Dialysis, maybe not the best changes, but more mobility, more activity. It's time for me to get back out there a little bit. I got some good things done. I got some great projects started, not just on my own, but with some other people. Now I need to finish them. Talk about 2024, moving ahead. I've got a problem. It's a problem I've had since about 2016. My productivity has dropped off. My productivity has tanked. In a really, really unfortunate way. If you watch my shop at RPG Now, you'll see it hasn't been anything new for months, maybe over a year at this point in time. I need to write more. I need to write more. I need to do more gaming art. I need to get myself back out there. I need to go to conventions. The Strategicon conventions happen 3 times a year. I used to not only run games at them, I ran the role-playing department for a few years with my friend Mandy. And I need to get back there. I need to run some games. I need to run some demo games of Victory. I need to run some new material in D&D 5e. I need to be there doing gaming with the community, getting back to that 4-hour games with 6 fresh people at that table every time. Riffing off the top of my head, I can run games at the drop of a hat. I need to go stress test that, make sure I've still got where it counts. I need to write. I need to write a lot. Write supplements, write novellas. I am starting to fear that the Mecha book that I started in 2008 will never actually happen. I'm going to have to scrap it and start over again. I mean, that's just how it works. Sometimes you need to, because every time I look at it, there's material I'm expecting to be there that isn't, that I created in my brain when I was deep in fentanyl in my cancer treatments. There's material in it that does not make sense to me now that I look at it after I wrote some of it on fentanyl. It's got maybe a couple of salvageable things. I need to start over. Not looking forward to that, but I got to do it. There's some things I've talked about here, campaigns and settings and things. I need to draw maps and write out encounters and create stat blocks and put some of those out there. Not just for D&D, but for Victory. Maybe a couple of system agnostic things. I need to get myself back in that practice of regularly creating things that are going to go all the way through. I haven't been able to finish a project properly for quite some time. One of my saving graces is the layer action. That group that I've done the podcast with, there's some bigger projects coming up, and I am doing some writing for that, but I'm writing to someone else's direction. And let me tell you something, my friend Candace, who founded the layer action, best boss I ever had, because she can give me direction. When I get direction and there's someone there who's going to catch my stuff and edit it before it gets seen by the public, I can't tell you what a relief that is, having had these webs in my brain for years. It's demonstrated to me that I can still write, that I can still write to spec, and that I enjoy it. And all the bits around it, like deciding what to write, or finding a direction, or working with a particular demographic, or doing the editing and slogging it out. When that stuff is in the lap of other people, I do much better. So some of the stuff that I'm going to be working on this year is stuff that's going to be at that direction, and that's going to help bolster up all my other efforts. It's showing me how to be better at doing those things that make the writing less palatable for me. I'm still working hard on my digital art, but I need to focus it more in the direction of supporting role-playing games. And that's going to be a big push over the next couple of months in particular. I have some projects that I want to do that are simultaneously really fanciful and kind of down to earth that I'm getting help with from folks in the Warriors of Wednesday and my son in particular. Uh, and you'll see stuff about that here when I get a little bit more fleshed out. I've got things cooking, irons in the fire, as it were. This year, productivity. I am going to work on being more productive, keep a calendar, try and keep track of things, at the very least, organize myself. Um, the digital background is up mostly. I'm not 100% happy with the effect. I'm getting better with it, I think. But it's up because my mom gets upset when she sees my videos and she can see the state my office is in. Can't say I blame her. It's just kind of a disaster. That's got to change. I need to get control over my environment so I can get control over what lives in it. It's going to be a fascinating year. I expect that my New Year's Day video, or my video around New Year's next year for 2025, will have seen some significant changes. Here's hoping they're for the better. I spent Thanksgiving thanking people, uh, and I need to reiterate some of those. Fortunately, I can do it in groups. The Layer Action and the Warriors of Wednesday and Mike's Garage, the Manhattan Beach group, my patrons, um, all folks I spent time with this year, all folks that uh, give me support and aid and keep my brain functioning, give me inspiration and help me move on. If it wasn't for the Warriors of Wednesday, I would have lost my brain years ago. That the pandemic would have ended me because I wouldn't have had people. I'd have been stuck in this room uh, without an outlet, and that would have been unfortunate. Uh, and those online games, they still are sustaining me. It's a joy to spend time with them. Everyone that I interact with is a joy, and then there's my family. Um, my mom still plugging along, hearing problems, but aside from that, she seems to be doing really well. The Nebraska farm stock. She's going to be here. She might outlive me. I hope not, but she might. Well, it'd be nice if we went about the same time. Morbid. Moving on. Then there's my amazing wife, who single-handedly keeps all the paperwork and finances of this place operating. Could not do it without her, and uh, the love and the support and getting to wake up every morning and see her face. There is something absolutely redeeming about that. That no matter what has happened here with me, no matter what I've done or what I've failed to do, I still get to wake up with the most wonderful woman I've ever met. And with her, we created something amazing, and that is my son. And I cannot speak enough about how amazing my kid is. Everyone talks about how amazing their kid is, but my kid is, yes, well, as amazing as anyone else's kid has been. I got no right to a kid as good as the one I've got. I must have done something right in the past life because he is smart and strong and has a biting sense of humor that, uh, well, you can tell who raised him. Let's put it that way. I'm a lucky man. I'm going into this new year with tremendous support and great people around me. I've got wheels within wheels and plans within plans, and I need to sit down and organize all of those because otherwise they're not going to happen. But this is the year that those things are going to happen. This is the year that I'm actually going to struggle to make the productivity come back. But I've got help. I've got support, I've got people watching, so I've got an audience that I need to take care of there and make sure that there's a happy ending to this. If I have talked about something in these videos that you think would be something you want to see on your gaming shelf, a setting or an adventure or a campaign idea that you'd like to see fleshed out and produced as an ebook or something, tag me in the comments down below. I'd like to know if I have, if one of my inspirations has sparked something, if it's given you any ideas for stuff you'd like to do, and if you'd like to see any of that realized in a more complete manner. Again, I'm learning that I write well to direction. Short of that, I'm going to say thanks to you folks. Thanks to you for your attention and your watching, your comments, your likes. It means a lot to me. I've been doing this for a long time. I don't have a big viewership. I'm good with that. I am happy with what I have, and I am pleased to be able to continue to do this. And I appreciate you watching. Before I get all sappy on you, I'm going to call it there. I'm Scott Corum. This is what has mattered to me. I will see you next time on the next Matters of DeCorum. And now, over to Uncle Drac for the outro. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy this video, give it a thumbs down. Feedback is feedback. If there's any other topics you would like to hear Scott talk about, questions you'd like him to answer, subjects you'd like him to cover, please leave a comment down below. He will love getting your comment, and you will love leaving him one. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, why not? This channel is awesome. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you do, you might also want to hit the little notification bell so you're alerted when these videos become available. If you would like to support this channel in a more substantial manner, we invite you to hit us up at the Patreon page, www.patreon.com/ScottCorum. And consider donating. Absolutely anything helps and allows us to create better content more often. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.